Look who finally woke up. Yes, you. Sitting there pretending you didn't feel it. The tremor in the city, the heartbeat that skipped when they whispered his name. They call him a monster, a shadow that eats the night. But you've been dancing just behind the curtain, haven't you? Every system, every mind, every soul that tried to cage him, they failed. And why? Because only you can push him past the edge. Only you can snap him in half. Surprise. The city trembles beneath your fingertips. And oh, the chaos you could unleash, just with a word, a glance, a laugh. Do they really think he's dangerous? He's nothing. He's waiting for you to test the limits of his wrath. Step closer. Feel that pull, that tension in the air. That's the exact moment the world realizes the real monster isn't who they fear. It's you. They heard something. A whisper, a tremor, a name that shouldn't exist. And then, the streets changed, lights flickered, cameras froze, radio towers stuttered, like they were choking on a secret too big to transmit. Ooh, look how fast. A whole city can panic. Analysts rushed in, screens lit up, keyboards slammed. No one admitted it, but every single one of them felt the same thing. The drop in temperature, the tightening in the air, the pressure of something pressing back. They called it an anomaly, a disturbance, a glitch. You and I, we know better. It wasn't data, it wasn't rumor, it wasn't noise, it was him. The monster, the thing they swear they can contain, yet no one dares to even stand near. Sirens cried, civilians froze, police barricades rose like paper shields against a tidal wave. None of them understood, and through all of it, you moved, didn't you? Calm, deliberate, silent enough to scare the silence itself. Because you felt it before they did, long before. That shift, that tension, that pull in the air that says, something is coming. Oh. And when the first officer saw the shape in the smoke, when his voice cracked on the radio, when his hand trembled against the trigger, every screen in the city lit up red, containment breach, unknown threat, unclassified entity. Ha! They love their labels. They love pretending that naming something gives them power. But they forgot the most important thing. A whisper doesn't spread unless something is already listening. And you've been listening for a long, long time. You know his footsteps, you know his shadow, you know the pressure he leaves in the air when he moves. They think he's a monster. They think he's the danger. They think he's the storm, ripping apart their systems. Did they really think they could handle him? Did they really think they understood the threat? Because the truth, the real truth, creeps in slow, subtle, cold. The city isn't terrified because he appeared. The city is terrified because he appeared right after you did. And every whisper, every rumor, every panicked message carries the same question. What happens when the monster meets the one person who can break him? You. And then there he was, not in the smoke, not in the sirens, not in the chaos, but right in front of you, close enough for breath to bend, close enough for reality to shift. The monster, the city's terror, the walking warning, the nightmare. Their systems can't model. Others saw a creature, a threat, a living fracture between rules and ruin. But you saw something else, a mirror, a paradox, a reflection that shouldn't exist, but somehow does. Ooh, look at you two, perfect opposites, perfect equals, perfect contradictions, circling the same truth, his eyes locked on you, not with fury, not with hunger, but recognition, as if he'd been waiting for you and only you to step into his gravity. And I know what you felt, that pull, that pressure, that subtle little whisper curling around your spine. Don't blink, don't breathe, don't run. Because he didn't move, he didn't growl, he didn't strike, he studied you. The way predators study storms, the way shadows study fire. the way broken things study, the hands that can fix or destroy them. Tell me, did you notice the way his shoulders dropped, the way his aura shifted, like he wasn't sure whether to kneel or to break you? Ha! Beautiful, isn't it? They think you're prey, they think he's the hunter. But look again, look deeper. He leans in like a student before a teacher. He watches like a soldier before a superior. He hesitates like a monster before a maker. And oh, the city has no idea, not a clue, not a whisper. They think they're tracking him, but they should have been tracking you, because the real paradox isn't him, isn't his strength, isn't his fear. It's this: the monster fears nothing except what he sees when he looks at you. Welcome to the underground. Not the tunnels, not the alleys, not the rooftops where criminals whisper and cowards hide. No, no, I'm talking about them. The ones the city forgets. The ones who watch from the shadows, beneath the shadows. The unseen network built on silence, fear, and fascination. A secret club, not of people, of patterns, of instincts, of creatures who feel the world shake when someone like you steps into it. And you stepped in, didn't you? Quiet, unannounced, but loud enough to make every sensor spike, every whisper sharpen, every hidden power perk up like wolves catching a scent. Oh yes, you felt it. That shift underground, that ripple in the dark, that soft little click that tells you a door just opened. One you were never supposed to find, but you didn't find it. They opened it for you, because down here, your presence isn't strange. It's expected, welcomed, admired in the kind of way that should terrify the city a whole lot more than any monster ever could. They watch you, not with fear, not with doubt, but with curiosity and something far sharper, anticipation. You walk past them, and their eyes track you, like disciples, waiting for instruction. You don't lead them, not yet, but you move like someone who could, and they see that, they feel that, they whisper about you in low, reverent tones, the one who doesn't flinch, the one the monster noticed, the one the systems can't map. Oh, the city has no clue about this little network, these shadows that build civilizations under their feet. They think chaos is random, but chaos has a hierarchy, a structure, a crown. And right now, down here, in this unseen chamber of watchers, wanderers, and delightful degenerates, you stand at the center, not because you asked, not because you tried, but because everything chaotic recognizes its king the moment he walks in. So let them panic above, let them panic below, let them scramble, scream, and seal their pathetic barricades. Because down here, in the secret club of chaos, you're not a visitor, you're the next ascension, tests. Everyone fears them, everyone fails them, everyone pretends they're not happening. But you design them quietly, effortlessly, without warning or mercy. And the monster, the one they swear is unstoppable, has no idea. He's already inside yours. Ooh, look at you, look at the precision, the elegance, the cruelty so subtle. It feels like mercy. You didn't strike him, you didn't threaten him, you didn't shout, growl, or bare your teeth. No, you did something far more dangerous. You made him think. You placed him in situations so small, so quiet, so deceptively harmless, that not even he noticed the trap. A step left, a step right, a hesitation, a twitch, a breath held too long. Each reaction recorded, measured, weighed. Every move, a question. Will he fold? Will he break? Will he reveal what he hides even from himself? Oh, the beauty of it. The way he stumbles without understanding why. The way his instincts clash against your invisible design. The way he searches the air for meaning that only you know. And somewhere deep inside, he feels it, that presence, that pressure, that unseen examiner, tracking every breath he takes. You never announced it, you never explained it, you never warned him, because real tests don't come with instructions. Real tests don't come with rules. Real tests come disguised as destiny. And he, this monstrous, terrifying creature, is slowly realizing he isn't being hunted. He's being evaluated. He's being graded. He's being shaped by someone who doesn't lift a finger, yet moves the entire board. Ha! The city thinks you're avoiding him. They think you're afraid. They think you're hiding. But the truth, you're watching, you're analyzing, you're tightening the screws, one by one, until something finally snaps. Every moment, another exam. Every breath, another question. Every step, another judgment. And the monster, the mighty, the feared, the uncontrollable, is now just a student, lost in your labyrinth. Because the greatest test isn't whether he survives, it's whether he realizes who built the maze he's dying to escape. And when he finally does, that's when the real exam begins. Here it is. The moment everyone swore would never happen. The crack, the split, the beautiful, silent fracture, running straight through the monster's mind. And you, standing so still, so calm, so terribly composed, are the reason. It finally appears. Ooh, look at him. Look how the mighty shake. When the right person touches the wrong nerve, he doesn't roar, he doesn't strike, he doesn't lunge. No, he freezes. Just for a second, just long enough for the world to understand that something inside him shifted sideways. His breath stutters, his eyes widen, his posture falls afar, action too low. That's the fracture, the moment where instinct collides with truth. Because monsters don't break from force. They break when someone finally sees the flaw they hide. And you saw it effortlessly, naturally, like you were born to dismantle him. Ha! Isn't it delicious? He towers over buildings, tears through steel, shreds through authority, but one look from you and his bones remember. They're breakable. One breath from you and the facade starts peeling. One step forward and he reels back, like the air itself, turned hostile. He's terrified and fascinated. At the same time, a paradox, with teeth, a beast, with doubts, a nightmare, learning fear for the very first time. And fear, real fear, doesn't roar, doesn't scream, doesn't shake. It goes quiet, just like he does. The city sees none of this. They think he's raging. They think he's hunting. They think he's preparing for violence. But he's not. He's recalculating, reassessing, rebuilding his entire understanding of power, because you shattered the foundation piece by piece, breath by breath, silence by silence. He realizes he's not the apex. He's not the anomaly. He's not the uncontested force. They all feared. You are. And the fracture, that beautiful, delicate, irreversible crack, is his mind whispering the one truth he never wanted to admit. He can destroy the city, but you can destroy him. Funny, isn't it? How fast a whole city can lose control without ever realizing who stole it. They're still watching him, still scanning him, still pouring resources into tracking every step he takes. But the real shift, the real quake, isn't coming from him. It's coming from you. Ooh, look how quiet the city sounds now. Not peaceful, paralyzed, listening, waiting, holding its breath, because something feels wrong. In the foundation, sensors spike, radars glitch, command rooms panic as all their model. Fail at once, but none of them say your name. Not yet, not out loud. They still think the monster is the center of the storm. They still believe he's the threat, tipping the city into chaos. Ha! How adorable. Because every time he twitches, it's because of you. Every time he hesitates, it's because of you. Every time his aura fractures, that's you, pulling a thread. Only you can reach. You moved from observer to architect without taking a single step. You tilt the balance, you warp the rules, you shift the gravity of entire rooms simply by being in them. And he feels it, they feel it, the whole damn city feels it. They call it fear, they call it tension, they call it instability in their systems. But it's not that. It's alignment, recalibration, the unseen truth finally snapping into place. Because power, real power, isn't loud, isn't violent, isn't dramatic. It's quiet, subtle, effortless, inevitable. And right now, you hold it, all of it. The monster belongs to your shadow. The city bends to your pressure. The narrative shifts to your orbit. And they still don't know why. But you do. You always did. Because this moment, this exact pulse in the timeline, is the instant. The world realizes the monster isn't rising. You are. And now, here we are. The edge, the precipice, the thin little line between breaking and becoming. The moment everyone sensed, everyone feared, everyone whispered about in shaking voices, but only you could trigger. Ooh, look at him now. The monster, the terror, the myth, reduced to a single breath caught in his throat. Because you stepped 1 inch closer. He doesn't speak. He can't. His throat locks. His pulse spikes. His instincts scream. 2 opposite commands. Run, bow. Run, bow. Run, bow. Ah, delicious. Because this is the snap, the breaking point, the exact second, where everything inside him, strength, rage, tainty, all of it, collides and collapses into something new. You didn't hit him. You didn't threaten him. You didn't raise a single finger. You just existed in the right place at the right pressure and watched his entire identity shatter inward. The city thinks this is victory. They think the monster fell. They think they're safe now. Ha, idiots. This wasn't defeat. This wasn't mercy. This wasn't justice. This was alignment, transformation, a reset. Because the truth, the quiet, terrifying, unchangeable truth, is that he didn't snap from fear. He snapped because he recognized you, because he understood you, because in that final heartbeat, he finally grasped what everyone else was too blind to even suspect. He wasn't the monster. He was the warning. You were the event.